It's beyond just trying to handle when something happens, what you do next. It's not about that alone now. It's also about how you make the process such that it can auto-recover. Springboard effect, that it drops down, it knows how to bounce up. That's why the emphasis now is very much about organization resiliency. I think one of the biggest concerns we have definitely on 5G is because it's new and there are a lot of concerns like, for example, health, higher radiation due to faster speed. We sit on the desk quite a lot. In order that you'll be with your phones and the whole environment will be basically 5G, right, from your devices of things. So you will probably find yourself even more radiated in that sense. But that, again, scientifically has not yet been really proven yet. But that still raises concern. Right?
Yes. I think in our modern practice of BCM, the risk factors that we are dealing with really come from all different angles. So it's not so much like in the old days where it's really just, are we going to be on fire or not on fire, denial of access. I think we play a much more complex game nowadays.
I think another area we have to look at is the new infrastructure. We have been in the 4G, 3G, 4G, now we're going to 5G. Understand that the infrastructure of things is going to be very different compared to the old infrastructures that we currently have. We have to ensure there's proper redundancy, especially it's going to affect new organizations and end users. And that's one area we have to actually find out more and understand how robust, how prepared, coming from infrastructure-wise. I think the next important technology that is really growing very big, which is actually really very big,
very big.
Cloud.
Cloud, yes.
Right.
We are seeing cloud being deployed in all sorts of models, all sorts of scales. Yeah. Okay. Nowadays, we are even moving on to what is hyperscale cloud, bigger than big.
I mean, the beauty about this is we are virtualizing our hardware, right? And now it's becoming a phenomenon that at the end of the day, you'll find all the data centers, at least easily 90-95%, will basically be cloud-based. And most, system owners, you may not even realize you don't own any more hardware. Those things, data and all that are virtual, but we have to still look at the standard BCM, ITDR aspects of data centers, hardware, software, servers, data.
And one of the things that we always preach to our fellow practitioners as well as to the rest of the organization is that doesn't mean that it's in the cloud, you can forget about it. You still need to dive down to is the physical aspect of the cloud, for example, the servers, the DC itself. Is it still at a resiliency level you are comfortable with? Because even though you may not be the one that's running the DC, okay, but this work, this responsibility has now fallen to your cloud service provider. You can demand transparency to know to what standards this provider is maintaining their facilities and what do they have, what arrangements have they planned in the event of outage or failure. Are you being kept informed? Yes.